What is up, Redux Dragon here, your Empress and Goddess of Dragons, and today we are going to be doing What If Deku Had a Stand Part 2. Now, I apologize for explaining so poorly in the last What If, and I will be explaining better in this What If. Now, last time I said that nobody can see Deku stand, and that's actually not true. Everybody, as long as they have a quirk, can see Deku stand, and it is visible to the naked eye. Now, last time we left off, Deku just got into UA. He is excited and he opens the door, wondering why it's so big. He opens the door to see Bakugo being scolded by Ida. Ida automatically rushes to Deku off of instinct and states how Deku is superior to him because he saw more to the test. Deku starts walking back and explains how he just wanted to save the girl and to be a hero. Ida keeps going forward and proceeds how Deku is superior. Soon after that, Uraka comes in, as soon as Iguazala comes too. But by this time, Deku was already sitting down. She sits by Deku and thanks him again, and Deku says it was no problem. Iguazala comes in and tells them that it took them too long to shut up. That won't cut it for UA. They all question who he is, but he explains how he is their class 1A homeroom teacher. A homeroom teacher. They're all shocked by this, and he tells them to put on these UA costumes and come outside with him. They all follow him, and he shows them what they'll be doing today. They'll be doing a course assessment exam. He calls up Bakugo because he got first on the test. Bakugo throws the ball, getting about 705.3 meters. Everybody's shocked by this, but they're super excited that they get to use their quirk. Iguazala then explains how the last one will get expelled. Momo doesn't believe this, but everybody else is shocked. Everything goes canon. Deku gets the only thing he really gets first in is in the grip test, where he uses his stand to grip the thing. Tries to grip the thing, getting max. He gets 999. And in the ball throw, he gets third with a total of 608. Yeah, 608. He gets third. He gets around 14th or 12th, around 14th and 12th, and he's super excited that he at least didn't get last. The person who comes in last is Mineta, and as soon as Iguazala is about to expel Mineta, Deku explains how not everybody's quirk is meant for something like this, and he saves Mineta. Mineta then thanks him, and Deku says, "Oh, no problem. He's just being his kind-hearted self." Deku's not really a humble kid. Deku's not really a humble kid. When it switched to the hills, after that day, everybody's super excited that it was super fun. They got to use their quirks. Everybody after that knows that tomorrow is going to be a better day. After that, they get to see All Might. Everybody's just shocked at this, and Deku's fanboying out. He gets in his seat and starts muttering how All Might is in the room, is in the same room as him. All Might then looks at Deku and he just rubs his head. Now, Deku did not get one for all in this, and I was gonna say Muriel got one for all in this. So Deku is rubbing his head, and he sees that All Might is looking at him, and he stops. All Might is rubbing his head and looks at Deku, and Deku sees that All Might is looking at him, and he stops muttering. All Might then explains how they will be doing, how this is the most important class in the whole entire school, and how they will be doing heroes vs. villains. This is Heroing 101. He explained how they're going to be doing heroes vs. villains and how it's going to be working. Everybody draws out of the box, and surprisingly, Deku gets Uraka, and Ida gets Bakugo. So Bakugo and Ida is going against Deku and Uraka. Now, as it starts, this goes canon with Deku and Uraka going in through the window. They try to be stealthy, but Bakugo catches them off guard. Deku tries to use his stand to get in front of him, but his stand is a few seconds too late. Him and Uraka gets thrown flying back. He tells Uraka to get out of there as he will stall Bakugo. Just find the bomb, he tells her. So, as Bakugo rushes, he doesn't even notice Uraka go by him. He starts yelling at Deku for not telling him that he had a quirk. Deku ignores all of them. Bakugo then goes for his signature right hook. Deku counters this by catching it and throwing him on the ground. As soon as Bakugo gets up, he punches him with his stand. Them going back and forth happens for a few minutes until Bakugo finally has enough sweat. Bakugo breathes hard and says, "Yes, I finally have enough." He then starts walking to Deku, and he puts his hand on his trigger. "This is my support gear." He explains how it works. All Might tells him if he explodes that his team will be disqualified. All Might doesn't care. He yells "Die" to Deku, and he throws off the explosion. Now Deku doesn't have time to counter this, but his stand tries to get in front of him once again, but his stand being short again by a few seconds. Deku gets hit by this in point blank because he has no defense. His whole body is bloody and he's on the ground, going unconscious. He goes unconscious and he's going unconscious. He tells himself to get up, but his body won't respond. He sees his stand, walks towards him. Now at this point I should address his stand ability. It's called what did I call it? I called it like insertion. I'm just gonna call it perfect fusion. When he enters Deku's body, he can him and Deku strength, abilities, and everything else fuses. So as his stand gets closer, Deku looks at his stand in confusion. His stand then enters Deku's body, and Deku cries in pain. As soon as it stops, and then after a few seconds of crying in pain, Deku stops. He gets up feeling stronger, faster. He takes one step and immediately passes Bakugo. He didn't know how fast he was, so he almost runs into a wall. He understands what just happened, and he rushes to Bakugo and punches him in the back. Bakugo gets flying back. He tries to counter with the explosion, but Deku easily dodges this, jumping on the wall and tackling Bakugo. He slams Bakugo through a few floors, and Bakugo is now unconscious. His standing goes out of Deku's body, and Deku is very exhausted from this. His standing disappears for a little bit, and Deku tries to get to Uraka. As he gets to Uraka is hiding from Ida. And Deku sees this and sneaks up on her, telling her she's startled by this, but notices that it's Deku. He tries to formulate a plan, and he tries to get his stand to get back inside of him to fuse again. His stand refuses. Deku mutters, "I must have a time limit." Uraka, not knowing what he means, asks him what he means. He explains that it's something with his quirk. She nods and says, "Okay." It wasn't my business anyways. He nods okay too. So he formulates a plan. As Uraka stalls Deku, or as Uraka stalls Ida, he will try to get his stand in him, or he will try to fuse with his stand. This takes at least a few minutes, and eventually Deku fuses with his stand again. Now, at this point, Deku is probably the strongest and the fastest in the whole entire school. So Deku easily bleats out Ida and touches the bomb. All Might then yells, "The heroes win." And Ida looks to his left to see Deku touching the bomb, but this Deku is more muscular and taller. Deku is in confusion. Congratulates Deku. Ida in confusion congratulates Deku, and All Might declares that Ida is MVP because Uraraka was very silly when she was fighting Ida, and Deku did some environment damage to the building, which could have set off the bomb. So Ida got MVP. Now, Iguodala sees their test scores on the Iguodala, or All Might sends Iguodala the footage of the heroes vs villains, and he gives all of them advice. He tells Deku that he can't always rely on his quirk and that he needs to strategize more. Tells Uraka that she needs to be more serious in battle, and he also tells Bakugo that he needs to stick with his teammates more and can't rush off all the time. Bakugo is mad. Uraka agrees with him, and Deku agrees too. Now at this point, nobody knows what Deku's quirk is, and we skip to the USJ. Now, I don't know many of the people's names in My Hero Academia, so if I pronounce them wrong, like Toshiro or whatever, if I pronounce them wrong, don't get mad at me. I swear I'll look up their names and I'll get them right in the next What If. No, we then skip to the USJ, and automatically 13 starts talking to Iguazala how All Might ran out of time. Iguazala automatically knows what she means. 13 is a girl, right? I'm just gonna say yes. Automatically knows what she means. Now, Deku gets up. Deku obviously sees this and automatically knows what they mean, because Deku already know that All Might deflates after 3 hours. Then the USJ gets attacked by villains. It goes automatically tells 13 to protect the students. They rush in. He rushes in to fight some villains. Eventually, some of the students want to go help Iguazala, but they all get teleported around the USJ. Deku starts to drown because he doesn't know how to swim. He gets saved by he sees a villain rushing at him, but gets saved by Froppy. Froppy then jumps off with Deku and sees out Mineta and saves Mineta too. Mineta, Froppy, and Deku are on the shipwreck, and the ship eventually gets to sinking. Now, as soon as Deku tries to formulate a plan, he asks what their quirks is. Deku's stand goes up to Deku and whispers in his ear to Mineta his quirk pop off. He can throw special balls at his opponents that stick to people, but they can't stick to him. He gets bounces off them. He whispers in his ear again. What's her name? Froppy. I'm just gonna say Froppy. Froppy. Her quirk, frog. She has frog-like features and like sticking to walls or shooting her tongue at a 20-meter degree. Deku looks at his stand in confusion, but notices what just happened. So you can read quirks too. His stand doesn't respond because it can't talk, or it can't talk usually. He says, "Okay, I know a plan." He gets fuses with his stand and jumps out of there with Froppy and Mineta. Mineta throwing a few balls at the villains, sticking a few, like three or two. They didn't get to safety, and I don't know if I should end it right here because I want to, but I'm just gonna end it right here. I'll be doing part 2 probably tomorrow, or part 3 probably tomorrow or today. I don't know yet. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next What If. See you guys, and sorry for cutting you off on a cliffhanger. Redux Dragon out.